It takes dedication to be the best on the ice.
Welcome into the South Hockey Radio Network, everybody, as we are back on the air for the first time since Saturday night when the Titans defeated the Lake Forest Scouts 4-1 in their second meeting of the season. Now GBS plays Carmel Catholic for the first time this season, and Carmel Catholic just the second to last team GBS needs to play to have one game played against them in the SHL, the other one being Glenbrook North. We all know when that first matchup is going to be between those two sides. Welcome to the broadcast. My name is Dylan Ward, flying solo tonight here on this Thursday from Vernon Hills, Illinois at Glacier Ice Arena, the home rink of the Carmel Catholic Corsairs. GBS came to this rink once last season. They lost in overtime. Jack Mulvey had a game-tying goal with 2 minutes left in the third period, but then it was Leon Swiatkowski, the two-way defenseman, coming behind the net and throwing it off Luke Winger's skate and ultimately into the net. 25 seconds to go in the warm-up period, and then we will be underway. From Glacier Ice Arena, the Titans looking to improve to 7-0-1 on the SHL season. How about 14-0-4 in all games played this season? That counts the preseason invitational tournament and other exhibitions that the Titans have had. There's the horn to end warm-ups. Teams will meet at their nets and then ultimately go over to their benches and have one final chat with their head coaches, PJ Eberhardt. I'll give you a shout out if you ever happen to watch this. One of the nicest coaches in the SHL. Had a lot of time, or spent a lot of time rather, doing Carmel games. GBS played Carmel 4 times last season, and I also ended up doing 4 or 5 Carmel Catholic games on the CCHL network and the SHL network. So GBS will shoot from left to right. They're wearing their blue uniforms here on the road with gold numbers and names on the back, the lightning bolt pants. Their home uniforms, essentially. And Carmel is wearing an all-gold look. It's a little bit of a darker mustard gold than the GBS gold unis. And they've got brown names and numbers on the back as well, including some white stripes on the pants. All right, so as I was saying, Titans will go from left to right, Corsairs from right to left. 17 minutes on the clock to start this one. Carmel Catholic comes into this game with a 2-5-1 record. It's 9th place in the SHL. St. Viator and Lake Forest have jumped them, so they'll look to get their act together here against this streaking Titan team. Face-off at center ice is won by the Corsairs back in their own zone. They will dump it in. It's Jack Wren chasing it into the near side corner is Owen Almberg. And he collects the puck and gets it to the far side. It's Nicholas Hriljac for the Corsairs. He's a returning varsity player. Of course, Carmel Corsairs had 2 superstars last year, Nolan Harubin and Bryce Stensrud. And if you don't know them by their names, maybe their numbers, 8 and 61. Both those guys were seniors and no longer on this team, and that was a huge part of why Carmel Catholic was able to squeak into the playoffs last season. This puck goes out of play in the Carmel zone in the netting. The faceoff will be at the left circle. It's GBS's attacking end with 16:22 to go in the first period. Zach Freimuth scored a beautiful goal in the last game against Lake Forest. So did his line mate, Casper Wojula. Freimuth's in there to take the face-off. Corsairs win it. This is Dankelson. He'll try and poke this one out, but it's pinned up on the boards by Ban. Now out to Freimuth left point. Gets a shot away, and that goes into the glove of Gavin Stanley, who is the starting goaltender for Carmel in this game. A 1-2-0 record, 2.35 goals against average, and a 9.11 save percentage. Interestingly enough, both goaltenders on this Carmel team have a .911 save percentage. Luke Winger on the other end for Glenbrook South, of course. He's got a 1.14 goals against average. Here's a slot shot by Wojula, saved by Steiner. Excuse me, that is Thomas Steiner in net, not Gavin Stanley, so my mistake on that. Thomas Steiner instead has played 5 games, 2-3 record for him. Interestingly enough, Carmel's 2 goaltenders were number 31 and number 39, just like the Titans. Now inside the Carmel zone. It's on the near side corner as they battle for it. Callahan finds possession. He gets it back out to the left point, and Adrian Sokol just barely couldn't keep it alive in the zone, so he'll circle back. Here's a bit of a collision with Callahan involved, but no harm, no foul, and the dump in. Vavra tries to get it out, being pressured by Steenstrup. Will Stevens, who missed last game, back in the lineup for this one on his usual line with Callahan and Steenstrup. He will dump this one down. Vavra behind his own net, intercepted by Stevens again, or actually he never got possession, then he got taken down by Mark Mosley, and the Corsairs able to get it out to center. Eric Steenstrup in neutral ice on the near side boards, and it goes back to Mosley, who throws it to the far side, and it comes back to the near. Aiden Gamble now takes the pucks, only played 5 of their 8 games so far this season, 0 points. Deacon Rose, the sophomore, now with the puck for Carmel. From neutral ice, he'll get a shot on goal. Luke Winger deflects it off to the side, and it hits the boards in the corner. Now a scrum for the puck again. Nicholas Leaf had it intercepted. Titans trying to get it outside the zone. Finally, they will here. Adrian Sokol slides it to the near side in neutral ice, where Gornick will backhand it down into the Titans' end. Here's Capulong. He found the puck and shot one from the left circle. I believe that wasn't a save after all. Missed the net wide. 3 minutes into this one, GBS already doing better than they did last game 3 minutes in. They allowed a power play goal to the Scouts. This one's going to be sent back to Carmel's end. It's Aiden Gamble with it. He'll circle to his own slot, then get it to neutral ice on a whiff pass, but it made its way to Gornick. Now Kyler Gornick in the attacking zone for Carmel. Left side, got it to Capulong behind the net. Stripping it away is Jack Mulvey, and he fires that one into the seats and out of play. No protective netting all the way around here at Glacier Ice Arena, just on the end sides behind the nets. So that went straight into the... Now it's sent back into Luke Winger's end. Grant Lockman with it at the corner. And it's sent out of the zone. Here comes Wyatt Sherwood. Sherwood held without a goal for a couple of games. Here he tries to find one. Now it's Monaghan. Excuse me, that's Davidson in the corner. Rebound comes to the blue paint. They'll try and poke it in. No luck. Grant Lockman from the slot. It's a shot. It was stopped by Steiner. And it'll come back out to neutral ice. Alex Tutsius back in his own end. We'll get it to Lockman. Now Davidson. Davidson to Sherwood. Line's been out there for a while. Davidson will sprint back to the bench. And meanwhile, Jack Wren will come into the zone with it. Doesn't have a lot of help as the Corsairs are changing as well. Now finally, second line for the Titans off the ice. Here's Swiatkowski, the defenseman from the right circle. But that shot wouldn't go. Swiatkowski, his pass intercepted by Ban. He will float it out to neutral ice. Wojula trying to win a race, but he cannot. Here comes to neutral. Swiatkowski pokes it ahead. He will try and get around Ryan Mulvey. He cannot. Then they collide behind the goal line. No penalty. Here's a shot, and that one's stopped by the pad of Luke Winger. This one out to Wojula, neutral ice. He can't get that one ahead, and it's dumped back down by Carmel again. 12-12 to go in the first period. GBS trailing in shots on goal, 3-2. Not a lot of good looks in this one, except for that scramble play for the Titans in the attacking zone blue paint. Almberg, now to Jason Ban, defensive end. To Freimuth, that pass intercepted again, Deacon Rose. Freimuth then tried to get it out of there, and eventually it does come to neutral. Callahan brings up the speed a little bit. He's trying to get around Hriljac. He does. And he takes a hit below the goal line by Kyler Gornick and gets up immediately. That's the second time Callahan's been on the tough end of a check. Now here's a steal. Steenstrup tried a backhander. That was blocked by a Corsair, and Deacon Rose will lead the charge the other way for Carmel. His pass finds Mosley. Intercepted again by Steenstrup. Neutral ice. He'll try a pass. Whiffed on it initially, so he'll bring it in himself. Left circle shot. Steered away by Thomas Steiner. And grabbing it is Carmel. Mosley ahead of Adrian Sokol. But then Vanderplug able to clean up and get it back out to neutral ice. And this one by Gornick is shot into the Titan bench with a lot of speed. A couple of the guys ducked on that one, and it didn't end up hitting anybody, luckily. 4-4 are the shots on goal. 12:58 to go in the first period. It'll be a center ice face-off. Carmel brings it into the zone, but it squirts back out. Now Huffman gets it down low. Luke Winger comes below the goal line to play it out to the far side for Adam Sokol. Now Pajerski, taken away by the Corsairs. Ryan Capulong, one of two Capulong brothers on this team, goes down low below the goal line to the far side, Adam Sokol. He gets it out to neutral ice on the near side. Nick Ventura hacking and whacking for possession of that puck, but it'll come back to the Titans' end. Adrian Sokol tried to get it out. Leaf keeps it alive at the point. Now gets it to below the goal line. It's a centering feed in. A nice save by Luke Winger. That was a good look for Carmel, maybe the best by either team in this game. But LW 39 holds his ground in the net and stops play with 10:16 to go in the first period. 5-4 shots on goal for Carmel. Face off at the dot to Luke Winger's left. It'll be taken by the Titans. Sherwood comes out to neutral, intercepted by Carmel, and they get it back. Now here's Sherwood picking this one up. Vavra intercepts, and he'll come back below his own goal line. It comes out to the right point, Lochran. He will fire, blocked by Carmel. Now Mulvey got it to the slot, but there was nobody there to accept his quick pass, and it leaks out to center ice. Lochran will try and dump it down. It's off the face of Davidson, off the cage actually. Mulvey then has a nice move to get around one defender, but he's not able to. Then Rocco Ligori picks it up and dumps it down. Back in GBS's own zone, they will reset here. It's Tutsius to Lochran, now out to Davidson, waiting in neutral ice on the near side. Goes back into the GBS zone for Lochran, then his pass to neutral, intercepted by Gornick. He will get this one into the zone and chase. Almberg wins the race to the puck. He will look to get it out of the zone. It's instead dumped back in by Carmel, but South still with possession of the puck. Wojula steers this one ahead of Gornick. And Jason Ban picks it up in the corner, but didn't connect with the puck exactly, and it's dumped all the way down by Carmel. This is a Corsair icing. The whistle makes it official with 8:52 to go in the first period. 0-0 game here in Vernon Hills between the number 2 Glenbrook South Titans and number 16 Carmel Catholic Corsairs. Attacking zone faceoff for the Titans. The left circle. GBS wins possession. Here's Freimuth looking for a pass. He'll go to the left point for Mulvey. His shot stopped by Steiner. Now Gornick for the Corsairs, able to get it out to neutral. Dumped down by Almberg. It will ring around the boards from the right side to the left. Jason Van picks it up. Wojula now back out to Mulvey. And picks it up again. Tipped by Freimuth out of midair, but getting a piece of it was Steiner. That was a good look for the Titans. Very unique play as well. Almberg, right point, he will shoot. That missed the net wide to the left. Freimuth got it to the left circle. Ban tried a shot. That missed as well. Still in the attacking zone for GBS. Huffman, though, able to mix what I just said and get it out to neutral. Lenahan dumps it in. Luke Winger makes the pad save, and the Corsairs will change all 5. Titans with some new skaters out there as well. Deanstrip dumps it down. Morabito and Stevens battling for it. Now a 3-on-1 board battle that favors Carmel. They will take possession. Here's Dankelson. Down to Deacon Rose. Now Dankelson. Stevens intercepts, and he will backhand this one down into the zone. Great pace to this game. Not a lot of whistles at all. Maybe 4 or 5 face-offs total in the first 10 minutes of this game. No goals yet, though. Deanstrup will intercept this one in neutral ice. While the Titans change, all he can do is dump it down where Carmel will take possession again. Here's a big hit by Hriljac into Adam Sokol right by his own bench. He seems to be all right. Titans get it into the zone. Pajerski is pressuring Mosley right now. He takes a lap behind to get away from him and ultimately backhand it down into GBS's own zone. 6:47 to go in the first period. No goals in the hockey game yet. 7 shots on goal for the Titans, 6 for Carmel. Comes to neutral ice, and Benji Pajerski will get it into the Corsairs' end. Again, this is the first meeting of this new season for the Titans and Corsairs. Met 4 times last season. GBS winners 3 of those 4 games. This shot gloved out of the air and set down to himself by Gornick. And undefeated in regulation in all 4 of those as well for the Titans. Their only loss suffered right here at this rink 1 year ago from yesterday on November 2nd, 2021, where they defeated the Titans 3-2. GBS won the previous matchups 3-2 of their own, and then also by a score of 4-2, I believe that ended up being at Glenview Ice Center, and then 4-1 for the Titans in the state playoffs, Sweet 16. Gornick from neutral ice will dump it down in and out of the glove of Winger, and he gets it ahead. Zach Freimuth trying to beat Gornick to the puck. By the way, Caden Gornick, number 21. He's different from Tyler Gornick, number 12. A returning varsity player, Caden new. Jason Ban with tons of speed around Gornick, and he shoots from the left circle, and a big save by Thomas Steiner. He will hang on to it. That's 8 shots on goal for the Titans now. Still without a goal in the game for either team, 0-0 with 5:17 to go in the first period. Back underway. Here is Jack Wren. Up to Swiatkowski. Intercepted. Here's Wojula. Casper Wojula with a nice pass to Ban. Gets it to Freimuth. He scores! What a passing play by the first line. Wojula to Ban to Freimuth. Into the back of the net with the backhand. GBS grabs the first lead. 12 minutes into the game. 1-0 South. So Zach Freimuth has now scored 6 goals in the SHL season. Leads the team in that category. Came into this game tied with Jason Ban, who had 5. Ban now at 3 assists and a total of 8 points. And how about Casper Wojula? What a story for him. He's now got 8 points on the SHL season in the 8th game for the Titans. GBS trying to extend their lead. Sherwood couldn't make anything happen. Carmel might have an odd man rush here. Here comes Ben Vavra with the puck, and it's stripped away. Swiatkowski picks up the rebound, though, and he's got lots of speed. Leon Swiatkowski listed as a defenseman, but he is not afraid at all to get down into the dirty areas. He scores a lot of goals for a defenseman, although doesn't have one this season yet. Jack Wren shoots. Winger deflects it high and up into the netting, out of play. 4:24 to go in the first period. It's a 1-0 hockey game in favor of the visiting Glenbrook South Titans here in Vernon Hills. Face-off going to be at the circle to Luke Winger's right. Mark Mosley will go against Stevens. Mosley won it back. Here's Hriljac. He shoots by Steenstrup. He gets it back. Far side half boards, they battle for the puck. Eric Steenstrup trying to poke it out of there. It goes back for Adrian Sokol. Now Steenstrup with it again at the far half boards. Eventually he does get it out to neutral ice. He's got an odd man rush, 2-on-1. Callahan to his right. Steenstrup takes the shot himself, saved by Steiner on the rebound. Stevens couldn't get it by. Two huge saves by Thomas Steiner on the Glenbrook South rush, and they almost made it 2. Now to Will Stevens. Vanderplug up high. He shoots. Lots of traffic. Where's the puck? It was blocked, and Stevens threw it above the crossbar. Will Stevens gets it back. This is great attacking zone pressure for the Titans. Vanderplug couldn't keep it alive, and Dankelson comes out to neutral ice. Adrian Sokol now picks it up. Sokol gets tripped by Hriljac, and that's a penalty. Both referees made the call. There's the touch of the puck by Carmel, and GBS will go to the power play. The first team to do so in this game. Nick Hriljac will have a seat. Only got 6 penalty minutes coming into this game, but there's number 7 and number 8 in GBS for the 13th time this SHL season. Excuse me, for the 27th time this SHL season. We'll head to the power play. Power play is hot with goals in 2 straight games. Overall sitting at 19.2%. That is 5 out of 26. And the Carmel Catholic penalty kill, 5th best in the SHL. It's the only category they're better than 8th overall in terms of the stats we have listed. Short-handed though, Swiatkowski eludes winger and pulls it to his backhand and punches it into a wide-open net. Carmel Catholic gets their first short-handed goal of the season, and GBS has allowed their first short-handed goal of the season. And it's a tied hockey game. Leon Swiatkowski, we were just talking about him, didn't have a goal yet on the season, but it was only a matter of time, and he makes a great move short-handed. And suddenly, in a power play that still has 1:41 to go for GBS, they've allowed the game tire. Back underway, here is Lochran. He'll go to the far side. It's Adrian Sokol inside GBS's own zone. Looking for a power play rush here. Sherwood then got it to Mulvey. He tried a touch pass to Davidson, but then it's sent back down into the Titan zone again. Here's Sokol to Davidson. Here's Davidson, then set it up for Jack Mulvey. Mulvey centered it. Davidson backhand pass, looking for Sherwood. Couldn't find him there. And the Corsairs gonna play with it behind their own goal line. Try to get it out. Lochran with a nice keep in. He will shoot, blockered away by Steiner. 1 minute to go in the Titan power play. Here's Mulvey up to Lochran at the right point. Now Jack Mulvey with it again. Got it to the slot for Sherwood. Couldn't hang on to that pass. Carmel will try and get it outside the zone. It's kept alive by Glenbrook South again. Here's Jack Mulvey, right circle. He fires one off the right pad of Steiner. Right to the stick of Leaf. He will try to clear, but it's kept alive at the point. 30 seconds to go on this power play. Here's a left circle shot that's steered away by Steiner. Davidson now gets it to Mulvey. Mulvey is real tired out there, and it's cleared out to neutral. GBS will go for a change here, I believe. Davidson off Mulvey actually will stay on. Sokol with a nice move around Morabito. Adrian Sokol now in the corner, pinned up against the boards for the puck. 3 Titans in there and 2 Corsairs, but Carmel victorious in that board battle. They will clear it out now, the penalty over, so GBS unsuccessful in their first power play of the night. Freimuth slap shot, knocked the stick out of Caden Gornick's hand, but was deflected wide, and then they will try to get it to neutral. Here's Charlie Lenahan with it. He'll come into the zone, take a contested shot. It deflects off the end boards as we get down to less than a minute to play in this first period. Zach Freimuth chasing after the puck, trying to beat Deacon Rose in a race. He did. Zach Freimuth behind the net with speed. He's looking for an option. He'll get it to the far side. That's Ryan Mulvey. Freimuth tapping his stick, gets it, he shoots, and I don't think a save is made. That shot was blocked. Now Jason Van lofts it into the zone. It goes below the goal line. Wojcila gets in there. 25 to play in this period. The centering pass went to Stevens, but it was not in his control, so here comes Capulong the other way. 17 seconds to go. Stripped away by Almberg. He's going to try and sneak up in there. Trying to get around Gornick. He cannot, but Will Stevens with the puck. 9 seconds to play in this period. Centered to the blue paint. Aiden Gamble will collect it and get it out of the zone. That's how the first period's going to end. There's the horn. And the Titans and Corsairs knotted up at 1 goal apiece after the first 17 minutes of play. And how about the pace of that first period? Already done. Not a lot of whistles whatsoever. So they'll talk things over at their bench, and then we'll get back to hockey. The Titans scored the first goal of this game. That's the 5th time they've done that this SHL season. 3-0-1 when they do. Carmel, who allowed the first goal. One of the more interesting stats about the Corsairs is it's plain and simple. With a record of 2-5-1, it's 2 wins and 6 losses, counting the OT loss as 1. When they score first, they win, and when they allow the first goal, they lose. It's as simple as that. And so GBS with the first goal of this one, setting themselves up to be winners, you would have to think here. Also, for Carmel, they've been tied after 1 period 3 times in their record in those games. 1-2-0. GBS when tied after 1. Oh, 3-0, 0-0. So we will have to see how this game plays out as the goaltenders will switch sides here at Glacier Ice Arena. Luke Winger now heading to the right side, and over to the left side Thomas Steiner will make his way over there as well. 17 new minutes on the clock, and GBS going to shoot from right to left in this period. Carmel from left to right. GBS's goal was scored by Freimuth, assisted by Ban and Wojcila, and it was a really pretty goal by the first line. If you tuned in late and didn't get a chance to see it, of course, you can head over to Gerard Boris on YouTube. That's GerardBorys on YouTube to see the full game replays of just about every varsity JV and varsity black game, including this one, of course. Back underway in the second period. 1-1 our score. GBS scored first. Carmel scored second. Freimuth and Swiatkowski responsible for the tallies. Here's Gornick. He will backhand this one into the zone. Luke Winger grabs it behind the goal line. Will try and get it out, but it's grabbed by the Corsairs. Here's Gamble out to the right point. Hriljac, his shot deflects and missed the net wide. Now Leaf's got it, being pressured by Vanderploeg. Steers away from him. Nick Leaf then goes behind the net. It'll go to the far side corner for Aiden Gamble. Corsairs with some nice zone time here, but no shots on goal yet. Titans 3 shots on goal after that first period, 14-9. Here's Leaf again. It gets sent to the far side by the Corsairs bench. Callahan picks it up. He's got Steenstrup in a 2-on-1. Over to Steenstrup left side. He tried to get it back to Callahan, but that pass missed. Good look for the Titans, but not able to capitalize. It's the second time those two have had a 2-on-1 in this game, and both times unsuccessful. Now here's Kyler Gornick. Gets taken away. Here are the Titans. It's Davidson punching that one down into Carmel's zone. He's got it behind the Corsair net. Centered it, looking for Sherwood. Wasn't able to connect with him. Now to the near side half boards. They'll look to backhand it out. Umberg keeps it alive. Now it is in neutral ice, and Capulong comes up with it. Lagori, right circle, into Winger's glove. He'll hang on to it and get a stoppage with 15:04 to go in the second period. 1-1 the score. GBS with the first goal of the game in the first period, and then the shorty for the Corsairs made it 1-1. The first shorthanded goal the Titans have allowed in all competitions this season, SHL and otherwise. And It was a beautiful goal by the defenseman. There's number 2 in goal tonight. Danelson Swiatkowski, the returning varsity player. Here's Owen Almberg. He'll get that one to the far side, but it's taken away, and Huffman gets tripped up. No penalty is going to be called. Almberg in the far corner of the GBS zone. Now to Ryan Mulvey. He'll play it off the boards to Steenstrup. Excuse me, that was Sherwood. His backhander out to neutral ice, wouldn't connect. And it circles back into the Titans zone. Almberg with a long pass to Sherwood. It gets taken away by the Corsairs. They'll get it back down. Now Ryan Mulvey will dump it. And Carmel takes possession back. They'll fire this one in from neutral ice on the right wing side. Winger comes out of his net to play it, then has to hurry back after looked like possibility of him getting in there. And here's Jason Ban. He'll get this one to Wojula in neutral ice. Kasper Wojula with an assist on the Titan goal. It was his 8th point of the year. Now he's going to look for goals in 2 straight. Freimuth with the puck, right circle, being pressured. Will go down low for Wojula. He can't hang on to the puck. Now Carmel brings it out to the neutral zone. Here comes Mark Mosley with it. Mosley, can he get around Sokol? He cannot. Adrian Sokol picks it up and eventually gets it out to neutral ice. Over the blue line on the left wing, now at the left circle. Adrian Sokol being pressured from behind by Carmel, and it goes into the near side corner. Zach Freimuth over to the right wing for a Ban. Freimuth gets it back below the goal line. Now left point. It's Adrian Sokol. His shot stopped by Steiner with the right pad. Wojula left corner. Now it's Freimuth down there at the left circle. He's up against the boards as they battle for the puck. Freimuth gets it to Ban. Touch pass to Vanderplug. Off the boards for Ban. Now to Vanderplug again, but he couldn't hang on to the puck, and it squirts outside and into neutral ice. 12:40 to go in the second period. GBS just had some great zone time. Not a lot of offensive opportunities, but some nice passes. Here's a nice pass by Dankelson to Mosley. He's got a breakaway. Big save by Luke Winger. He shut the door. He was trying to go 5-hole, but what a no-look touch pass that was to set it up. Now Pajerski to Nick Ventura. Now Adam Sokol. Adam Sokol over the blue line. Left wing side, left circle. Drops it off Pajerski. Shoots. It's underneath the goaltender. Still not frozen yet. And Carmel gets it out of there. GBS with a close chance again. Now here comes Gornick. 2-on-1 for the Corsairs. Slides it across. Here's the shot. And what a save by Luke Winger on Swiatkowski. He'll try again. Winger makes another save. He dives across. The puck's still not in the net. Now here's Wren. He gets it to the slot. Now he gets it back, and it comes outside the zone. Actually does just stay in, according to the linesman. But eventually, the Titans will grab it and send it all the way down. Oh, what a stop by Luke Winger on that play. Man, oh man, save of the year for him so far. Now here's Mulvey, getting it to the slot. Gornick instead will take it for the Corsairs right to Davidson. Here's Davidson, shot one from the right circle. It was blocked, and it comes back out to the right point. Here's Ryan Mulvey, his shot, also blocked. Corsairs now will dump it down. This is going to be an icing against Carmel. 11 minutes exactly to go in the second period, and it's a 1-1 game between Glenbrook South and Carmel. Shots on goal favor the Titans 16-12. Excuse me, it's a 1-1 hockey game. Shots on goal favor the Titans 6-12. 16-12 make that. Now back underway in the Titans' attacking zone. Here's a centering pass. Davidson almost had an open net, but he couldn't get that one by. Now on the rebound, it's in the near side corner. And it's poked out into GBS's zone. Winger comes way out of his net to play this one out to neutral ice. But he does. And eventually it goes all the way down to the Titans' attacking zone. Mulvey with the puck. Tried to get it to Davidson, who was waiting on the right side by the net, but couldn't. Mulvey then to Steenstrup. He gets a shot on goal, stopped by the pad. Mulvey picks it up on the rebound. Now Callahan Touch pass out to Lochran, near side Tutsius. He shoots, and it was missing the net, but getting a piece of it with his glove anyhow was Steiner. Thomas Steiner with 18 saves in this game on the 19 shots he's faced. Only one he allowed was not very much his fault. It was a beautiful passing play by Glenbrook South. Now it comes back out high, right point, Lochran towards the net. Blocked by a bunch of skates and ultimately frozen by the goaltender Steiner. Stopping play with 9:49 to go in period number 2. Glenbrook South looking to make it 5 wins against the Corsairs in their last 6 meetings of all time. That dates back to the pre-COVID era. GBS will take the offensive zone draw, right circle. Stevens' line is out there. Puck falls, and GBS wins the faceoff initially, but ultimately the Corsairs are going to have possession here. Interestingly, Stevens immediately off the ice after that faceoff, and Adrian Sokol looks to clear it out, but it hits the ceiling, which of course is out of bounds, so the whistle sounds, and the faceoff will come back into the Titan zone. Circle to Luke Winger's left. Freimuth will go against the defenseman, Leon Swiatkowski. GBS wins the faceoff. It'll go to the far corner. Freimuth with Jack Wren. Look to get it out. Now here's Ryan Mulvey out to Ban. Now here's Wojcila into the zone. He will shoot. That's stopped by Steiner once more. Jack Wren with a backhander out to neutralize Lenahan now with speed. He's got the freshman Ryan Mulvey to beat, and Almberg puts on the brakes, and all he could do was get it down to the corner. And GBS going to take this puck away. Close call there for the Titans, but the defenseman did a good job to bail out the team. Now Wojcila takes a hit into the far side boards, picking it up and firing from the left point was Kyler Gornick. Unsuccessful as that went high. Freimuth the other way with a pass to the slot. Wojcila, but it was deflected off the Corsair, and ultimately the puck frozen here with 8:43 to go in the second period. GBS has now exploded on shots on goal. They lead 21-12 now. Left circle face-off for the Titans in their attacking zone. 1-1 the score of this game. In the second period with 8:30 to go, roughly. They win the face-off, get it back. Now Adam Sokol to Pajerski. The left circle. He will shoot. That one missed the net. Lochran picked up the rebound right point. Goes down low to the corner for Adam Sokol. Taken away by Deacon Rose, and he gets it to the Titans' own end. Penalties coming up here against Glenbrook South as down goes Dankelson. And Benji Pajerski will head to the box. Just his second penalty of this season. Of course, the Titans in general, very disciplined team. Statistically, they are the most disciplined team in the SHL with the fewest amount of penalty minutes. They also have the second fewest amount of games played, so we'll have to look at the penalty minutes per game category. But either way, it's a Corsair power play. Carmel's power play, pretty horrendous. 9th place in the SHL, 4%. 1 out of 21. Swiatkowski centers it. Wren on the one-timer from the slot. Whiffed on the shot. And on the other end, GBS's penalty kill, just about perfect. 11 out of 12, tallying a 91.7% mark. This is going to be cleared by GBS. 30 seconds of power play time gone for the Corsairs already. 7:40 to go here in the second period. Sit at 1-1, GBS is outplaying Carmel, especially in the second period. There's a centering pass. Anyone gets a piece of this one, but Swiatkowski recovers. Goes far side, Lenahan. Shot, partially blocked off the rebound, trying to get it into an open net was Gornick. Winger desperately made the dive across to attempt to make the save, but it ultimately wasn't necessary. Whistle here as the net comes off its posts. 7:15 to go in the second period and a minute to go on the Carmel power play. 1-1 the score. GBS with the first goal. It was Zach Freimuth tapping it in, but really it was a three-man passing play on that first line. Hriljac to Ban to Freimuth, back of the net with the backhand. Just a really pretty goal by that line. And then following that, GBS got a power play and Carmel managed to score shorthanded. It's their first shorty of the season and the first time the Titans have allowed a shorty this season. GBS will clear this one down. They're shorthanded. Zach Freimuth pressuring, but Mark Mosley is going to take possession, reset behind his own net, and come out with it. Now here's Vavra taking it away from Carmel. Mosley with it again. He goes to neutral ice. Takes a weird hop off the boards, and Jason Ban picks it up. He will get a pass to Freimuth. He shoots, going far side. He couldn't get that one into the back of the net. Had a rebound look, but all he could do was center it wide. Vavra enters the zone. Carmel with a 5-on-3 rush here. Dankelson near side, but he misses the net. Jack Mulvey then tips it ahead for Jason Ban. Ban comes over the blue line on the right wing side, cuts to the center, then shoots, and the save is made by Steiner. 6 minutes to play here in the second period. Some loud benches down there. Not sure which bench it was, but maybe you heard it through the mic. Sherwood with a nice move to get around one. He shoots, and the save is made by Steiner. Wyatt Sherwood hasn't scored in 5 games. Last time he got one was the second game of the season against the Lake Forest Scouts. His first career Varsity SHL goal. He'll get a couple of assists since then, but nothing in the back of the net since for Sherwood. Swiatkowski waiting at the far side blue line. He'll center it. Dankelson, partial breakaway. He scores! Jacob Dankelson gets his second goal of the season. Carmel is taking the lead here. 5:29 to go in the second period. And on their 14th shot on Luke Winger, it's a 2-1 lead for the home team. Little huddle there by Luke Winger as the Titans talk things over, as they would like to get their act together rather quickly here. GBS looking to remain undefeated in regulation in not just the SHL season, but overall. Last night, the Glenbrook North Spartans won their game against Loyola Gold in dramatic comeback fashion, so 2 points for them. That's them 1 point ahead of the Titans coming into this one. Of course, GBS has less games played than GBN. More games in hand is a better way to phrase that. But either way, you'd like to be ahead of GBN. Of course, as the rival coming into North-South. Here's Wren. Trying to get around Almberg, then he chases it into the far side corner. Jack Wren to Lenahan, now Wren again. He will shoot, this one blocked, and it goes high, up and out of play. Stoppage with 4:52 to go in the second period. GBS leads in shots on goal, 22-14. Carmel with the lead in the game, 2-1. Final 5 minutes before the break. Face off at the circle to Luke Winger's right, Freimuth in there against Ligori. Carmel wins it cleanly. This is a trip, and there's the call. The referee closest to it didn't make the call, but the one that was down in neutral ice did, and Capulong is going to go to the box. GBS is going to get their second power play of this game. They were 0 for 1 on their first attempt and allowed a shorthanded goal. So we'll see if they can fix that up here. Their second look of the night. Face-off will be at the left wing circle. Titans attacking end to start the man advantage. Freimuth and his line mates out there with Almberg and Ryan Mulvey. Jason Ban with possession just off the draw. He gets taken down, and the Corsairs will grab it and clear it. GBS gets a little lucky there as that one deflects off the linesman and goes right to their stick. Now Deacon Rose takes it away. He comes over the blue line left wing side, dropped it off, but there was no one there. Zach Freimuth through neutral. Nice move to get around Deacon Rose. Now over the blue line. All the way down. He tried to center it, but he deflects off a stick and goes up high out of play. 4:17 on the clock in Vernon Hills. GBS trailing Carmel Catholic. Two teams at the polar opposite of the SHL standings. GBS currently in third place by points, second place by point percentage, with more games in hand. And they're in ninth place behind St. Viator and Lake Forest, who have jumped them. Carmel does have some wins this season, two of them, against some pretty big names. One against GBN, 2-1, and one against York. On the rebound, they'll try and get it by. Able to. Here's Lochran, right point. Slides it to Sokol, but that goes right to the stick of Jack Wren, and he turns off his speed. Wren on a partial breakaway, but a nice play by Adrian Sokol to get back and strip it away from him. 50 seconds to go on the Glenbrook South power play. Inside their own zone, they'll skate through neutral ice and come over the blue line, but that's intercepted and cleared by Swiatkowski. Adrian Sokol now in his own zone. Looks over his options and will go to Lochran. Grant Lochran through neutral ice. He'll come over the blue line while fighting off some defenders, but Carmel's going to take this one and clear it. Now only 22 seconds to play on the power play. Here is Adrian Sokol back in his own zone. He gets it to Freimuth. Freimuth over the blue line, around Gornick, centered it. Jason Ban got a shot on goal from that hot Freimuth pass, but the save is made by Steiner. Now the power play over. GBS sits at 0 for 2 on the man advantage tonight. This one's centered, deflected high. Lenahan gloves it down to himself and comes through the neutral zone looking to enter. He'll put this one down into the Titans' end. Will come to Adrian Sokol, far side corner, excuse me. Now Steenstrup. Eric Steenstrup to Stevens. Stevens with a nice reception on that pass. He gets a shot away, rushing in on the left wing. The save is made again. Thomas Steiner with 24 saves on the 25 shots he's faced. GBS lead shots on goal 25 to 14. The lead shots on goal in this period 11 to 5. Now in the Carmel end, it's Stevens with the puck, but he gets it stolen away. Here's Kyler Gornick with a stretch pass to Gamble. Aiden Gamble looking to get around Almberg, but Owen Almberg making his presence felt and not letting him get by. Now Steenstrup with it on the near side half boards in his own end. Passes out to Callahan. Matt Callahan all the way down, needs some help. Titans are changing. Again, this is the period of the long change, don't forget. Meaning the benches are in your attacking side, not your defensive side. Here's Sherwood. He shoots, deflected high, and into the netting by Steiner. Freeze with 1:21 to go in the second. Boy, this game really flying by. Carmel with a 2-1 lead in the second period against the Titans. Glenbrook South has never trailed heading into the third period this season, at least not in the SHL. Carmel on the verge of making that happen for themselves. They've only had the lead after 2 periods once. Here's a shot by Sherwood, right circle. That one sent away. It goes behind the Carmel goal line. GBS will try and get a game-tying goal in the 9 minutes of this second period before the break. Adrian Sokol in his own zone to the far side for Vanderploeg. Up to neutral ice, and grabbed by Carmel. They get it back in. Vanderploeg gets it to neutral now. 48 seconds to play in the second period. This one's stolen away by Jack Mulvey. Mulvey now It's centered, and Sherwood couldn't tip it by. That was a centering pass by Nick Ventura. Now the other way, Nicholas Leaf will dump it in. 32 seconds in the period. Our side corner, Vanderploeg tried to get it out. Could not. Dankelson intercepts. Our side corner. They will fight for it. Comes back out to the left point. Gornick, he scores! What a slap shot by Kyler Gornick out of nowhere. It's his second goal of the year. And with 18.1 seconds, Carmel gets their third goal of the hockey game and have extended their lead against the Titans to 3-1. Goal number 2, point number 3 for Kyler Gornick. Carmel has a lot of trouble offensively in SHL play. This is actually the first time they've scored 3 goals in a game. There was nobody on the roster came into this one with 3 points. There were only 2 guys with 2 points, and everyone else only had 1 or 0. They're finding a way here tonight against the second best team in the state by a lot of different sources. And the second period's going to expire here. A big round of applause from the Carmel side of the rink as the teams make their way into the dressing room. GBS not expecting to be down 3-1 here after 2 periods, but that is the reality of this one, and they will have to work up a plan to try and come back and take this one away from Carmel and get their 7th win of the SHL season. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back on the South Hockey Radio Network. Muting my mic, but I'll turn on a little bit of music for you in the meantime to keep you company. So don't go anywhere. Third period action coming up in about 10 or 15 minutes on the South Hockey Radio Network.